By the county government is this morning issuing a press briefing on a raft of issues, including the county revenue allocation budget. We want now to cross over there and listen in.
The Koru water project, I think this was a multi-purpose dam that was supposed to have been constructed way back by the national government. And the objectives were, one, was to control floods in the lower plains of Nyando. Two, it was to provide domestic water for our county, starting from Moroni all the way to Kisumu town. The third objective was to increase the land under irrigation by 1,800 hectares. Number three was to provide hydroelectric power to be factored into the national grid. So, as a county, in our attempt to reduce the distance our people move in search of clean and safe water, and in our view to control floods, which have just ravaged our county in the last 2 to 3 months, we decided to actually reactivate this project. And this project has seen a lot of bottlenecks and hiccups here and there. So basically, the project design was meant to cover and actually see the relocation of close to 240 families, both from Kisumu County and Kericho County. Most benefits was to come to Kisumu County because 80% of the benefit was to come to Kisumu County. 20% was to go towards Kericho County, a place called Koitabur. And the size of the dam capacity was to be 93,760,000 liters, cubic meters of water, not liters, cubic meters of water. Out of that, the treatment plant was supposed to produce on a daily basis 53,000 cubic meters. And out of that, the other side of our neighbors were supposed to take 20%. We were supposed to get 80%. There was supposed to be a tank, 2 tanks, one in the upper hills of Koru, and that was supposed to be 5,000 cubic meters. Then another tank at Moroni, another 5,000 cubic meters. Coming all the way to Awasi, we were supposed to have 500 cubic meters of water reservoir. Chemelil was supposed to have 500 cubic meters of reservoir, and Aero was supposed to have 500 cubic meters of reservoir. Miwani, 1,000 cubic meters of reservoir. Coming all the way to Tenoyo, there was also a tank at Tenoyo, which was supposed to be 400 cubic meters. Going back, it was supposed to come back by gravity all the way to Mamboleo, where we were supposed to have 5,000 cubic meters. Then another tank, which was supposed to be at the Riat Hills, another 5,000 cubic meters. This was supposed to actually see the ease of water problem within our county. With this project design, it was supposed to be undertaken by the national government of Kenya, together with the World Bank and the county government of Kisumu. Back in 2016, this project had reached a point where the identification of the beneficiaries, those who were supposed to be relocated, was done. And they were asked at that time to do what we call evaluation. The communities were supposed to bring their valuers, and the national government was supposed to bring their valuers as well. Under the Ministry, National Water and Conservation and Pipeline Conservation, the valuers came on board, and somehow along the line, because after several feasibility studies and several meetings were done to actually bring in what we call public participation and buy the support for the project to take off. Somewhere along the line, there was a miscommunication. And from our side, our people decided to develop a cold feet. So those who came to do valuation, the government valuers, were chased away by our people, and the project stalled. So when we met this year, we met with the National Water Conservation and Pipeline. We met so that we can see the project start off again. And we remembered where the project had stalled. We looked at the details of the project, and we looked at how do we involve our people and try to engage them so that we can start the process. Because some of the committees which were there, they formed a committee, and they took the project implementers to court. So that's why the project could not continue. So we organized for a meeting with them here, and we organized another meeting in Nairobi with the blessing of our governor. He was in attendance, and the chairman of National Water Conservation and Pipeline Corporation. We agreed on a time plan and action. So as a county government Department of Water, we are pursuing this, and we have had the first meeting with our community so that our community can buy the idea that this project was supposed to benefit them but not to disadvantage them, because the community living the other side of our neighbors had embraced the project in totality. So that's why I felt it is an issue that will help us go a long way in solving our problem of water and the